bag is your headset with the stereo speakers, boom mic, and some zip ties, and then some clips that hold the zip ties. And we'll show you how this all goes together. One of the considerations you need to understand before you install the helmet headsets is what side of the seat does the person typically sit on and where you installed the leads. So on this machine, we installed the leads on the inside. So this seat, his lead is on the inside of the seat, and also on the back seat, this lead's on this side. So if the person that primarily sits in this position with this helmet is on that side, you want the lead installed how we've got it on this helmet on this side. If it was on the opposite side, you'd want the lead to be on this side. But it's just a tip for when you're installing the helmet headsets. Every helmet's padding is slightly different. If you see this one, it pulls apart from the bottom, so you can kind of feed things from the bottom, maybe some from the top as well. They've also got different places where the padding comes together that you can stuff the wires. On this one, it's sealed. So, but if you look on the top side, they come apart from the top, and then you can hide the wires from that side as well. So you just got to look at your helmet application and see what's best to run your wires. And I'll show you how to install on this specific helmet. So on this headset, since the padding comes up from the top, I'm going to install the boom in here, kind of like this. I'm going to have this headset, or this speaker, right here like that. This speaker is going to go inside here with the wiring running around the back side, and then the lead will be out the bottom around on the right side like we want it. The first thing you want to do is set the boom in there, kind of how it's going to fit inside the helmet. And you want the boom so it bends and is right in front of where his mouth is going to be, and have it so it can kind of fold to the front. So you can kind of measure it by having it right up in the corner of the mouth guard on this one, because the mouth guard is very short on this one because it's a kid's helmet, and then kind of bend it and make sure it's going to be right over where their mouthpiece is going to be, so the mouth is right over the mic to get the best results. So with that said, I can kind of see where I need to put one of my clips, and I need to put another one towards the back, which will be back down inside here. And I'm going to actually put those inside there, and then I'll film again showing where I installed them. And they're just a simple sticky back that you pull the sticky off and stick them. Make sure that the surface is very clean. If it's dusty at all, it will not stick. So make sure it's very clean. So you can see that I've installed the clips and pushed them on, and then I fed this zip tie right through the zip tie clip. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the boom right on here like this, and I'm going to zip tie it tight. Before you tighten it up, make sure you get the boom set at the right location, and then you can clip off these zip ties. Or tighten it up the rest of the way and clip off the zip ties. We've got the boom in. You can see that kind of goes right over his face right there. And the boom wire comes from behind here, and it connects to the headset. And the headset, you'll see that's actually got 3 layers in here. The layer that we're working with is this layer right here, so you want to hold the Velcro in between here and here to get it to release. And then this is what we're going to stick inside the helmet. Now, the best way to do these is to actually put the person's head inside there and have them kind of put their finger where their ear canal is. Right over the ear canal is where we want this speaker to be. So his ear canal is right about right here, so I'm going to actually mount the speaker inside here, and I'm going to have these wires run down this crevice right here. Except for this headset wire, we're actually going to, this comes apart right here. We're going to run the speaker, the second speaker, we're going to run its wire up inside here, and then this will be on the outside here. So this 3M cloth actually works really well, but again, you got to make sure your cloth is nice and clean so it'll stick properly. And if it doesn't stick properly, what you can do is take a bead of hot glue and glue it onto the fabric. So you can see that I Velcroed it in there, and then all I'd have to do is put this right on top of it. And the nice thing about Velcro is if we miss that ear canal just a little bit, we can always move it slightly, but you want to get it very as close as you can, so then when your tolerance, you've got your ability to move that speaker if you need to adjust it slightly. This one I've unbuttoned the cushion right here. I'm actually going to kind of pull this out right here. And this speaker right here, this wire connects to that speaker. And I'm going to just run it behind this right here over to the other side. And I'll install it the same way I just did that one. So again, the same thing as the last speaker. I just peel between these two Velcro. Peel this off. Now if you peeled this one off on accident, it's fine. Just kind of, that's where we mount our speaker, but just make sure you stick it back on where it is, just to keep the speaker in place. Got the Velcro part stuck in there on the cloth, and now I'm just going to put this right where I need it to have it. And again, we can adjust it a little bit after the fact, because we can move it side to side, but that's it. Put the wire back in here. Make sure it's run nice inside there, and then we're going to button this back up. Now with the speakers installed, the boom installed, we're just going to take these cords right here. We're going to run down the seam of the padding, and it's going to come out the back here. I'm just going to take one of these zip tie clips and stick it right there, and then we're going to zip tie on the cord. So I've taken this, make sure the surface is clean before you stick these on here, and then press and hold. And press and hold for 30 seconds or so and let them set in. Just another little point or tip about zip ties. They do have sharp edges sometimes when you have them pointed the right way. So this one I'm going to make sure it's pointed against this edge so somebody doesn't get snagged or caught on it. So once I get it all the way down and cut it, I'm going to make sure it's pointing down so when I cut it, it sometimes leaves this little sharp edge right there, so it's pointing away so it doesn't hurt anybody. I pointed that down. And now some of them we have an extra clip, and others we've started using some of these little J-clips that you can see on this helmet right here. Yours may have this clip or it may have this J-clip, which is a little bit easier to deal with to hold the wire leads on this outside of the helmet. Now you can see we installed the last strain relief. The reason why we put these in there so it's not tugging the speakers. This is the stronger part of the wire than these, and so this is a strain tug relief. If this gets pulled, it's pulling on this instead of trying to pull on the speakers. And so you've completed your helmet installation. Again, the tip: make sure that when your child or whoever's got the helmet headset, make sure that they pull that boom close to their lips to get the best performance out of the comm.